Jimmy, congratulations, you lost today, but do you feel you had enough to win the match?
No, I thought we was the second best team today. Didn't put a performance in for the home supporters, and we got what we deserved today.
Goalkeeper Lenny Pidgley was voted man of the match. How did you rate his performance?
Well, I mean, Lenny, he kept us in the game first half. He was, some of the saves he made was just immense, and just ironic that he's made that mistake and still got man of the match, But hey, he's kept us in the game. We can't cry him about that.
Of course, it was his mistake that led to the goal. Were you frustrated to lose in such a manner?
Yeah, I thought we was poor today. We couldn't keep the ball. Same things crept up from the same players from last year. We thought we might have learnt from it. But what was more disappointing, we don't mind losing the gaffer and myself, but it was a manner we lost. We just kept on hoofing the ball long, which we don't want to do. And we always say at home here, there's 22 cup finals at home, and they've just had one, and them new boys have got 21 more to go, and they've realised what it's like to play at home now, and they need to raise their game a bit.
After going a goal down, you changed formation slightly. How do you feel that worked for you?
Well, we had to try and change something. I mean, we couldn't see that what we was doing was going to unlock them. We've got there's just a few things in there. Craig Falconbridge, he's lost a stone in weight and he's as fit as ever. But he didn't occupy their two centre halves, which we want him to do. He started running in channels and stuff like that, and he's a big vocal point to our game because we need to play off him, and then we can bring the others into the game. But but the ball into him wasn't good enough anyway. From back to front, not good enough.
Craig Falconbridge and Dave Gilroy struggled to sort of link up with each other today. What do you think went wrong, and how do you plan to address that?
Well, we don't know. I mean, we got four good strikers here. And we thought that Dave Gilroy would be able to read Craig's flicks a bit more, and whereas Forbes, he likes to come short, win his headers. We just thought that Dave Gilroy would be able to stretch him a little bit, but he couldn't get on the end of any of his flicks because, sometimes Craig wasn't winning the ball all the time, but other times, Gilly wasn't in the right areas to pick it up. There's still a new bunch of players that are getting used to each other. We can only train Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they've got to start getting used to each other sooner rather than later.
You did create some good chances towards the end of the match. Joe McNerney had one of them. Did he impress you today? Yeah, Joe's a steady player. He's left and right footed. Needs to work a little bit on his distribution going into the strikers, and also just dropping the ball into the full-back areas when we are in trouble, and so we can sort of run onto it. But he's going to be a big talent, Joe. He's getting better all the time. You've got to pick the players up now before you travel to Chelmsford to play Chelsea City on Monday. Given that you've only got 2 days rest, do you plan to make some changes before the match?
Well, there'll be a few heavy legs. I mean, we were looking at it first half and thinking we couldn't move. The boys looked a little bit heavy-legged, and was that down to the fact we weren't fit enough? But we finished the game strongly. So, it wasn't that we wasn't fit enough. It was just the fact that we couldn't keep the ball. And when you can't keep the ball and you're constantly chasing, it becomes looking like you're heavy-legged. So we'll assess it. We'll chew over it for the next day or two, and then we'll look to put in a better performance at Chelmsford.
Okay, Jimmy, thanks for your time.